What's up, my kings, queens, and trolls of YouTube? I just realized recording, I'm giving y'all all kind of teeth, but y'all just don't know. I just made a video, and when I was making that video, I was kind of annoyed. But then I had reminded myself that I was supposed to make another video that I hadn't gotten to, and when I started thinking about it, I don't know, it just made me smile. It just made me happy. I have a testimony for you guys. Now, you guys know I don't hide the fact that I believe in God. I know I'm a work in progress, but like I said, I believe in God, and I don't hide that. So for you guys out there who follow me, who believe in testimonies and listen to testimonies, let me share this with you. When I first started doing YouTube, I had made a couple videos, and my mom had watched some of them. So my mom calls me and she's like, you know, Chrishonda, don't you feel as though you should watch your language in your videos? And I basically was like, Mom, I'm grown, move along. Nobody asked you to be all up in my videos. But then, you know, I had got a couple comments in some of my videos about my language and you know, whatever, and I was just like, whatever, y'all, don't watch me. But then I'm having, I can't remember if it was lunch or dinner. I'm having lunch and dinner, and this probably was like a month ago at this point. Having lunch and dinner with my husband, and he says to me, baby, don't you think that you would probably reach more people if you didn't cuss as much? And I was like, no, you didn't. Like, if you don't, no, you didn't. But, you know, because that's my husband, that's my man, I know he wants to see me win at whatever it is I do, I had to take what he said into consideration. And I tried to explain to him, like, you know, I feel like when I come to you guys and I talk to you guys, like, I'm keeping it real. I get passionate about stuff, especially when it's the babies and stuff like that, and in my form of emotion and passion, you know, I say certain things, and some of those things are words that may make other people clutch their pearls. But at the end of the day, I think you guys, you know, follow me and you watch me because I'm down to earth and I keep it real. And I'm not saying that, you know, I will always cuss or I gotta cuss all the time, but when I set out to make my videos, I don't set out to purposely cuss. That's just what happens, you know, when I get caught up in my emotions. And I was telling my husband, I was like, you know, I think that that's why people follow me, because I'm real, I'm down to earth, and they can relate to that. And if I was to put a filter on myself, I think that I would come across as being fake to you guys, and that's not what I'm about. I'm a work in progress. You know, maybe one day I'll get to the point to where I don't use those words. Who knows? But either way, I took to heart what he said, and I went home, I laid down, and I was, you know, feeling some type of way. It was weighing heavy on me, and I was like, oh my God, like, what am I supposed to do? So in the back of my mind, my subconscious, and I believe that's God. Yup, you heard me. I believe that's God. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but that's cool. Anyway, in the back of my subconscious, I felt like God was telling me, look, whoever your message is intended to, they will receive it. You just deliver the message however you see fit, and whoever those messages are for, they will receive it. I was like, that's all I need to know. All right, God, thank you. Thank you. Use me, you know? And so anyway, I woke up the next day, and I was good. I was good. And I was like, you know, I felt like this is what God was telling me to do. And I'm like, but I'm not saying God is telling me to cuss. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that God is telling me to be myself, because a testimony and part of being a work in progress is for people to watch God mold you. It's to watch God mold you. So I'm going to be me, and if I become a new me, you guys will see that transition. But either way, I'm like, God, you sure you said just to be myself, even though myself cusses, even though myself may have a potty mouth sometimes? That's what I'm saying to myself. So then I'm like, let me check my emails. Now, mind you, I'm not good with checking my emails. I try to do better since I have this channel, but I'm not going to lie. I'm not good with checking my email. So I checked my email, had an old email in there, and I opened it up, and I start reading it, and I'm like, wow, like, for real, talking about confirmation. Like, oh my gosh. I had a pastor, Pastor Sidney to be exact, and he's from Body of Christ Fellowship Church in Houston, Texas. Shout out to them. And he was asking me in this email if he could use my videos for his Valentine's Day gala and also for some of his marriage workshops. And I'm like, me? Potty mouth Queen C? No, but for real. But he said, you know, he had to, you know, bleep out the cuss words or whatever. And I was just like, wow. Like, Pastor Sydney, you don't realize that when you sent me that email, you actually were a confirmation to me to continue to be myself. God used you. God used you, Pastor Sydney. So thank you. But anyway, when he made that request to me, it was like, wow, you know, he has a congregation and he wants to share my videos with his congregation. Like, he is willing to look past, you know, what some people will clutch their pearls at, just to give his congregation the meat of the message to help strengthen their marriages and strengthen their relationships. And I just thought that that was like so awesome. So I wanted to share that testimony with you guys. And another thing I wanted to share with you guys is this. I don't know if I've shared this with you before or not, but I grew up in church, and I'm not gonna lie, I seen some things that really had hardened my heart to church. And for years, I never even stepped foot in a church because of the things I've seen. Now, don't get it twisted. The things that I've seen in church and the things that I've gone through in life have never, ever, ever tainted my relationship with God. Me and God's like this. I talk to God all the time. I pray to God all the time. Like, nothing has ever tainted my relationship with God. But I'm not going to lie. I had felt some type of way about the church. And when I started, you know, conversing with Pastor Sydney, I was like, wow, you know what? If I was in Houston, Texas right now, I would be at Body of Christ Fellowship Church, because I would love to meet Pastor Sydney, and I would love to hear him and you know, just watch him share with his congregation, because I can respect him and I can appreciate the fact that, you know, he was able to look past, you know, something that other people would consider a flaw to give a message to his congregation. And I just thought that that was awesome. So you guys out there who, you know, are looking for a church home in Houston, Texas, go check out Body of Christ Fellowship Church. It's nothing fake about it. The pastor is very genuine. Pastor Sydney is on point, and he wants the best for his congregation. Again, I know it's other people out there that have felt similar to me, that have been heart-hardened about church because they've seen certain pastors and bishops do certain things and, you know, take a lot of money and all those types of things that they don't see, you know, going back into the church and all that kind of stuff. And all I can say is this: if you're a church goer, I'm not talking to people that are not church goers and do not believe in God. So please do not comment on my video with no foolishness. But to those people who are looking for a place to fellowship, don't let one church influence how you feel about other churches. You may have to look, you may have to search for a church home that's a good one, but if that's what you're looking for, don't let one pastor, one bishop, don't let them reflect on all churches, because all churches are not bad. All pastors are not bad. All bishops are not bad. You have bad people in any profession, in any religion, and it's bad people all around, but there's also good people all around. And Pastor Sydney is definitely one of those good people. I loved talking to him through our emails. And again, Pastor Sydney, I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing my videos. And, you know, again, if you're in Houston, Texas, if I'm ever in Houston, Texas, we're all going to check out Body of Christ Fellowship Church, okay? I want to say thank you, Pastor Sydney. Peace to you guys at the C-Hive. Don't forget to subscribe to me. Like me at the Queen C's Hive on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Queen Chrishonda. And until then, peace, guys.